I'm going to do this example from number 34. So now here, remember the first step, we need to find our LCD. And to help us find that, we're going to factor the expression. So this first one, we can leave the top, the x minus 4. This is just a factoring problem. So what we're going to get here on the bottom, when we factor it, we're going to get x plus 3 and x plus 1. Hopefully that should be pretty easy for you guys by now. And then this next piece, we have x minus 1 on the top. And on the bottom, this is actually going to factor to x plus 3, x minus 3. So now we're going to look for things that they have in common. So what I'm seeing is they both have an x plus 3. So that's going to be in the LCD, this x plus 3. And then on the left here, we have an x plus 1 that's missing from the other side. So that's going to be part of the LCD. And then we also have an x minus 3 on the right. So that's going to be part. So that's going to be our LCD, guys. The x plus 3 times x minus 1 times x minus 3. So now we have to make sure that both of these fractions have the LCD in common. So to this first one, it has the x plus 3 and the x minus 1, but it doesn't have the x minus 3. So we're going to multiply this whole thing by x minus 3 over x minus 3. So this is keeping the value of the fraction the same, since x minus 3 over x minus 3 is just 1, but it's going to give us that common denominator so we can add them. So up top we'll get x minus 4 times x minus 3 over x plus 3, x plus 1, x minus 3. So that's our first one. And then the second fraction right here, we have the x plus 3 and the x minus 3, but we don't have the x plus 1. So we're going to multiply it by x plus 1 over x plus 1. And we'll get x minus 1 times x plus 1 over x plus 3, x minus 3. Ooh. X plus 1. Okay, so now before we add these together, I'm just going to multiply out these in the front, these numerators, and it'll just make it easier to add. So that's super simple. You know how to FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. I'm going to do the same thing down here. And that is going to give us x squared minus 7x plus 12 over x plus 3, x plus 1, x minus 3, minus, don't forget that this is a minus here, we have to remember that. And then up top we'll get x squared minus 1. And then we'll get x plus 3, x minus 3, x plus 1. And adding those up, we'll get x squared plus minus 7x plus 12. Then remember, this minus is going to distribute to both the terms in here. So we'll have a minus x squared and a plus 1 in our numerator, all over the LCD. And then make this a little smaller, give us some room. This is going to simplify. These will cancel. So we'll get negative 7x plus 13 over that LCD again. And there is your answer.